you like to 3-3, a 2-2, 1.
Hang on.
1.
There, now we're muted.
1. 5-5, 4-4, 3-2-1. Hit it. Hey, all.
We are here.
We are here. We're in my office.
It's Monday. It's post-Thanksgiving.
We're missing Frank, which is why we're not on time.
I'm always missing Frank. Frank opted to stay home. Look, I get it. The Monday after a holiday weekend, you're tired.
You've been
through a lot.
called me at 8:40 this morning and woke me up.
I did.
I texted you
Some
last
of us still
night.
have to drop their kids off at school, so I was not sleeping in today.
I had reached out thinking, hey, if Frank is staying home, maybe Tim wants to stay home as well.
You were being a good friend.
And then-
I saw the text before I went to bed last night. I was like, you know what? I'll just call him in the morning and surprise him when I'm 5 seconds away from his church.
I'm so excited to hear from you. And we're here. We're doing all the things. Tim, we kicked off Advent yesterday.
We kicked off, it was the first Sunday of Advent, and we both kicked it off successfully.
Yesterday was Sunday.
And this is the morning after.
Welcome to the Morning After Ministry Show, a caffeine-fueled look back on the week and ministry that was.
Okay, City Lights, I get it. 8:40 is not that early. To be fair, I was up way before 8:40. I just happened to call Andrew at 8:40.
Also, I don't have a 1-year-old anymore. And so my my children are taken to school either by a bus or by their mother.
They drive themselves.
Also, in my defense...
One of mine does drive herself to school. That's a weird thing.
In my defense, I was up very late last night because the family wanted to do Disney. Our passes are expiring in the middle of this month.
I was going to ask.
We've had annual passes for 13 years.
Yep.
And it's just time. They're
the only renewals are going to be Melissa and Andrew Larsen, so that way they can double date with Tim and Steph. It's a lot cheaper for two people.
The tickets are very expensive. We don't go as much as we used to because...
Have you considered just renewing y'all's and no one else's?
No. The schedule is busy.
It is a lot.
There's a lot going on, and now that I have grades due I have grades due 48 Sunday nights a year at midnight.
That seems to be too
and
much.
And yes, I could work ahead and get grades done earlier in the week, but I have adult ADD and I work very well with a deadline. And
yes, you do.
So I left my car at church yesterday, which was Sunday. We went and we Disneyed as a family, as we do after church lots of Sundays.
Yep.
And then I got back here and graded papers for several hours while my wife and kids went home and went to bed.
Yeah, you texted me so late, and you were like, I'm still at the church grading paper. I'm like, but it was like 11:30.
It was, yeah. So I was here till a little after midnight.
Andrew.
And so I wasn't just being lazy.
No.
You know, Saturday nights I never get a lot of sleep because I'm up late doing church stuff. And
or
then
you're watching Ohio State football.
That game was on at noon.
It was early.
Yeah.
What
it
a
always
weird
is.
time.
No, that game's always at noon.
I just don't get that.
That
Such
game is a
big
noon kickoff, and it has been for 117 years.
I don't get it. It's a big game.
Well, you're not in charge of the Big Ten, Tim. And so I didn't get a ton of sleep Saturday night, and then Sunday was obviously Sunday.
Church. Sunday is Sunday.
And then we Disneyed, and then I graded papers after that. So I was taking a little bit of a sleep in, unintended, and my phone started buzzing. I thought, oh man, we're supposed to be recording soon.
I'm glad I called you.
Practically pastoring. So I got up and I
am
showered,
glad
and here we are.
Called you. CJ's pretty upset right now, Frank, if you're watching. He's hoping Frank was here. He was going to give you a hard time for not having your booth set up at Lakeview's Advent Social. I mean, we would have allowed it.
Were there booths at the social?
I mean, he could have had a Cross and Crown booth.
I'm so confused. Were there booths?
There were not booths.
Pictures of the Advent Social posted yet?
On the stories.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we had a program inside. We sang some songs. We read some scripture.
So hang on. We got to talk about what the Advent Social is, because I think Lakeview is the only church that I know of that does an Advent Social.
We have done it every year for many years. We will have to discuss what it's going to look like
if it can happen next
moving
year.
forward. It might just mean opening the doors on the walls on each side and extending chairs out. We did run out of seating. You had texted me yesterday and said, hey, are you guys still doing the thing tonight? Because I have seen zero
There's been no
advertisement.
posts.
I'll be honest with you. We intentionally did not advertise the Advent Social because we knew it's a lot. When you're at 3 services and you're asking for everyone to attend a single service event,
And
you're running the risk
are there
of
still tables set
fire
up?
code.
Do you set up?
We took out the table setup
Okay.
because that's impossible. We just left the normal worship center setup. So we have morphed the Advent social over the years to fit the growing congregation. Last night it was a short indoor service, which included scripture reading, singing, including one song where there was really cute kids on stage, one of which was my own.
And one song where all the ugly kids came on stage.
That was after the ones with my kid in them. That's not
Makes
true.
sense.
That's not true. After the indoor portion, then we invite everyone outside. That's much easier to house a lot of people when you have 36 acres.
Yes.
We had a magnificent hayride, which the line was longer than a Disney line. So we will have to have 2 hayrides next year.
What did you pull the hay behind? The side by side or the?
We had a member bring their trailer up, or it might have been Lakeview. I think Lakeview might have their own trailer now. I don't even know what all we own. I know we own a glorious UTV that pulled said trailer that was filled with hay and speakers and Christmas lights. Of course, we went around the lake and
Beautiful.
enjoyed the property. We also had
It was a beautiful night for it too.
so pretty. We had kids' arts and crafts stations, so you saw tables in the courtyard for all the arts and crafts. And if you were grabbing Christmas cookies or hot cocoa or coffee, you wanted to sit and just enjoy being around some people that you may or may not like, you can sit and enjoy. We had some Christmas tunes playing out there. We didn't do the live band this year. We scaled back just a bit. But you know what? The Christmas music playing was just as beautiful. We had our teenagers running some games. So we had 9 Square in the air. We had some cornhole, some can jam. You know, just classic yard games that you should do when you have 36 acres of yard to play with.
Yeah.
We enjoyed our time. It was festive. It was fun. They put up a great photo backdrop, which a lot of families utilized. I asked them to leave that baby up all the way through Christmas, so that way, you know, families,
you got to get
especially
your
the
Christmas
mamas.
picture. Yeah.
The mamas love a good family photo. So if you're looking for a backdrop, Lakeview's got it.
There you go.
Come get your family photo. We had a good time. It was I heard from several long-term Lakeview families last night as they were leaving saying this was the best one we've ever done. I immediately texted our staff because our staff did own this one. In years past, we've asked volunteers to own it, but this one we thought, you know what? Let's give our volunteers a little bit of a breather. As a staff, we're big enough to handle this.
In some years, you have a week between Thanksgiving and Advent starting. This year we didn't. So it's a whole lot of pressure to put on. Hey, volunteers! It's a holiday week. You've got kids and grandkids in town. Let's also throw a massive event.
It made for a long Sunday. I'll give you
believe
that.
that,
We, with the 3 services, you know, some of our volunteers and staff are there by 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get out of service till 12:15, and then many of them were back by 3 and didn't leave till 8:30. So it was a long. It was a
very
long day. We don't do it often. It's a once-a-year event. It was very special. It was meaningful. And the amount of text messages I have received this morning from members thanking me with your name in the thank you note, Andrew. Your name.
My name?
They said, please relay this thank you message from our family. We started the Advent devotional that Pastor Andrew Larsen and Timothy Miller co-wrote.
You mean this Advent devotional right here?
Families are using it. And they're like sending me photos of how they're using it and what it's meant to them. It's been one day.
I know.
And they're like, we were able to slow down as a family.
I've
I'm
had
like, let's go.
so many people be like, this thing is wonderful. And I feel bad because
No, it's good.
it was, I mean,
There's
yeah.
nothing to feel bad about.
I know,
we wanted to provide a resource for our families, and they're using it. There's nothing to feel bad about.
I mean, should we just publish this and sell it for $1 million, Tim?
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Or just give it away for free. We'll drop a link in the show notes. And if you don't mind handing your people an Advent devotional that has Timothy Miller and Andrew Larsen's name on it,
Well, or
you can get the digital copy.
the digital copy that I sent out because I couldn't find the big size one, so I wanted the one with the big font, was still the one that just has my name on it. So
That's fine too.
you can have that one, everybody.
You don't need my name on,
or you
on
can
anything.
take off whatever. It'll be fine. But yeah, we put together these little Advent devotionals to send to our church or to give to our church people. And it worked out really well because one of us did a lot of the work and one of us had a church that paid for it.
You're welcome.
And
Fund those things. Bree, absolute rock star. She's one of our staff members at Lakeview who crushed it yesterday, pulled a 12-hour day at the church. My feet hurt today, a couple of blisters. I hope it was worth it, Bree. I know you put in a ton of hours. Our families greatly benefited from all of your hard work, so thank you. You are a rock star. Andrew, it was a ton of fun, but we also celebrated Thanksgiving.
We Thanksgivinged as well.
Now, were you in town? Were you out of town? Were you hosting?
We were.
Were you cooking? Were you deep frying?
We did all the things, Tim.
I don't even know your Thanksgiving tradition.
Well,
do you have one?
Let me tell you all about it.
Okay.
On Tuesday, the day before Thanksgiving, the Larsen family went over to Disney, kind of like we did yesterday.
You do that a lot.
Only we were blacked out of the parks.
Oh.
We went over because...
But you knew that?
Yes.
Okay.
The Liberty Flames were playing
That's right.
in the ESPN made-for-TV basketball tournament
see the
over there.
stories. That's right. Okay.
And so we went over to watch the Flames play. I was expecting for one of my kids to be interested in going.
Sure.
And it turns out they all wanted to go, which those made-for-TV tournaments, if you look, there's nobody in the stands, and that's because the tickets are stupid expensive.
Why?
I have
Why
no
do
idea.
they
I mean,
do
there
that?
were.
They should
It's
just
like
give those
it's like a
away.
4,000 seat arena over there, and there might have been 500 people in a 4,000 seat arena, and the tickets were still like $65 or $70 a person.
So charge
I don't
less, make more
understand-
money, get more people.
I
in there.
don't understand
Does that not make sense to
any
you?
of it. But it was exciting because we were right behind the players' families.
That's
so that was fun. And unfortunately, the Flames lost. It was a great game.
Dagnabbit.
But we got to all go over, and it's hard for us to go up to Virginia to take in a game in person.
Sure.
And the conference team that we play is Florida International, and I'm not going to Pitbull Stadium or down to Miami ever. I'd rather go to Virginia.
Yes.
And so it was one of the few times the whole family got to put on Flames gear and go cheer them on. So that was exciting, and
That's
because there
fun.
were so
And what
few
day
people
was
there,
that?
so that was Tuesday. The tournament was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We went to Tuesday, and then did the water park, and then Thursday we had Thanksgiving at my Aunt Duty and Uncle Keith's house, which is about a mile from my house, and it wasn't a huge group for us because we're a pretty big extended family. So I think there were 14 or 15 of us, which sounds big for lots of families, but there's 8 Larsens that live at my address because my parents are in our auxiliary house. So 15 isn't that big when there's 8 built in to most places.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful and delicious, and we had the good family time. We were a little bit tired because we were up until about 1:15, 1:30 on Thanksgiving Eve, Stranger Thingsing, with the older of the Larsen boys, which was...
We plowed through every episode.
Tim, you didn't address...
I sent
you
your fan theory.
I sent one very R-rated theory and
I
one
actually-
PG-rated theory.
I liked both of them. I just didn't have time to.
I want to hear your thoughts and your wife's thoughts over lunch.
We'll
of
discuss.
the one theory that has nothing to do with the show that I'm very curious about. And so then after Thursday was Friday, and we did you guys do any Black Friday stuff? Is Black Friday dead? Has COVID killed it?
I don't know that it's dead. It's just not what it used to be. I hopped on our local Facebook pages to see what everybody was getting, what was worth shopping for. I know some stores are giving out goodie bags to the first X amount of customers, and the goodie bags were terrible. Like they were like literally $5 worth of items. Like this is not worth.
Why would
my
you get in line for
time.
this?
I didn't see anything worth getting in line for. There was a couple of items at Lowe's that Steph and I wanted to grab, and they weren't sold out. We actually went like Friday evening at 8 o'clock, and the doorbusters were sitting there. We're like, oh, this is what they gave this morning. So we literally grabbed 2 of the doorbusters that were still sitting there from this morning, Friday morning, and then picked up our lawn item. We typically get 1 new lawn item per year, and we discard whatever is not working anymore. So we did that. We got a couple doorbusters, surprised the kids. So we're big fans of Christmas. You probably
I'm a huge fan.
You
of
probably
Christmas.
knew that. So we were able to surprise the kids this year. Every kid has their own tree in their room, and they just think that is the best thing ever. They are like
Very excited.
So they all get to decorate their tree. And
Who shares rooms in your house? I feel like I should know this.
the girls. So our 2 olders and our 2 youngers
Okay.
share a room, and Aaron gets his own room.
He's a boy. He
He's a boy.
smells. I get it.
But he still gets his own tree. And Aaron was actually the first to get his own tree. Stephanie has lots of Stranger Things theories. Also, the Black Friday deals were done online except for the Lowe's trip. And that's the truth. Like, we were seriously able to get everything
I didn't.
online. And
I
there's
went-
a couple things I was holding off until today to see if Cyber Monday made a difference. It never does. It's
I
the
went
same
to
deal all weekend.
Publix. That was the only Black Friday shopping that I did. Was I got a couple of steaks and made a delicious day after Thanksgiving meal because I had leftovers on Thursday night and leftovers for lunch on
Yep.
Friday, and so I just didn't want any more leftovers on Friday night. So the only shopping I did on Black Friday was to get ready for to make a couple of delicious ribeyes in the cast iron.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's delicious.
Andrew, I know you'll be attending Lakeview staff meeting tomorrow, but I want to let you know we did not. I should probably tell the staff that. We did not have staff meeting last week. Told the staff, hey, we're still working. It's just going to be a complete work from home week. If you got to come in the office, that's fine. However, we're not going to hold an official staff meeting, so I tried to take advantage of that as much as I could. It was the first week in 5.5 months where all of my family had it off. So there was no cheer, there was no football, there was no school. That is the first time in 5.5 months all 7 of us could spend time together. So
that's fantastic.
It was awesome. So we planned something for each day.
I saw you went to Busch Gardens.
Monday was our Busch Gardens day. Tuesday we did a morning matinee movie, went and saw Wicked for Good. I have a lot of daughters, so you better believe that Wicked soundtrack is blaring year-round in my house. It was fine. It was good.
I haven't seen the first part yet.
We enjoyed it.
My kids watched it on the cruise we were on this summer. They showed it in like the theater room of
my girls probably cry in movies more than your sons do, so that's
I think I am the only crier in my family during movies. Like I can't even think about Rudy without tearing up.
We did a movie on Tuesday. Thursday we did our big annual turkey bowl at the church.
What about Wednesday?
What did we do Wednesday? Steph, what did we do on Wednesday? I'm blanking right now. I'm sure we did something. It was probably a family day. We hung out. We partied. I don't know exactly what we did on Wednesday, but I do remember Thursday because it was our 10th annual turkey bowl.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It used to be just like 8 or 10 guys showing
up to play flag football. It was literally like 3 or 4 of us. We would bring our friends. We would play.
You'd have to bring in ringers that didn't go to Lakeview because you needed people to.
We would play like 2-hand touch football for a bit. Oh, that's right, Steph. Wednesday, we went to Astro Skate. Heard of it?
I have.
It's an old school skating rink that's been there for a long, long time.
Did you guys make out in the party room?
I ventured over to the party room. They kicked us out. The party room was not open. I thought it was. So we got kicked out of said party room.
If you did not grow up in Pinellas County,
you don't know about that party room.
You have not had a date in the party room as a date.
It's still there.
Listen,
it's still
as
there.
A 6th grader, going into the party room was essentially 7 minutes in heaven. It was.
I walked in there. My kids were like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Yeah, just hang out, whatever." It's a weird space. But Andrew, one year, I know you don't turkey trot, and I'm with you. I don't turkey trot. However, it would be fun to have you at the turkey bowl. You could.
I was.
You
looking at
don't have
pictures
to
and I was
suit
like,
up.
I could ref.
That's what I was saying.
I could ref. I could cheer.
How much fun would it be to put on a zebra costume and you come ref a game for us?
So Tim, I
think you should do it.
I worked at Champs Sporting Goods all through high school, for a couple years in high school, and Champs and Foot Locker are owned by the same company, and so occasionally I would have to cover a shift at Foot Locker, and so when I quit, they asked for my uniforms back, so I gave my Champs uniforms back, but I have a Foot Locker extra large shirt that I have kept for 20 plus years because sometimes in youth ministry you needed a referee shirt. And
when could you?
So
it's always usable.
I have a Foot Locker referee shirt from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Since your weight loss journey, you can now fit in.
That's hurtful. It's been a tent on me since high school. But
Andy, we had a great showing for the Turkey Bowl.
I saw it.
Unfortunately, I was only there for about an hour before my brother-in-law said, "Tim, I need to go to the hospital right now." So I did not hurt him. I know the show notes are misleading. There was a play in which he was playing deep safety. The ball got over his head a little bit.
Was it Aaron? Did Aaron take his knees out?
It was not.
Okay.
It was not.
So it was not Miller on Miller crime. Well, he's not a Miller.
My brother-in-law, who's not a small man, he is a man's man. He was a rescue diver.
I was going to say he's a Navy veteran.
Yes. This guy does not play around. I mean, he's 6'3", 240, like just an absolute beast. He went to grab a flag, which is what you do in flag football.
Play flag football.
Outstretched a little too far, might have lunged for said flag and came down, 230 plus pounds on one shoulder. You could just see it and hear the whole thing pop out. He got up and his arm was like 4 inches lower than where it should have been. And like the indention of your shoulder, you could actually see the indention on his arm. It was not like his muscle separation. It was just his shoulder completely
At least it was not a contact. It wasn't like a...
No one rocked him or pushed it. Like it was his own doing, but the man just does not know how to hold back. I get it. We
Bree is saying, I love how all the locals have the same experience with Astro Skate. Let me tell you.
We had this conversation at home group a couple weeks ago with some locals in the room, so it's very, very true.
And it's like my kids go on field trips to Astro Skate. It's like a big public school fundraiser field trip every year.
Everybody goes on field trip there.
And they're like, the boys were like, did you go into the party room?
Yep.
I'm like, how are you guys making these jokes and euphemisms when yeah.
They've been around a long time. So
Turns out
my
our kids
brother-in-law popped up slowly. He became very flush, started sweating profusely, then hit the ground, could not move, and said, "I need to go to the hospital now." Like I had to drive the Jeep around, get him into the Jeep, get him over to the hospital, and they had to do their magic and pop that sucker back into place.
What was that like? Did you call your sister from the car?
I did. I said he's okay. I didn't want to Michael Scott it. Like I said, your husband's fine, sort of. We are headed to the hospital, and she's like, "Oh, geez, Tim." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Did you have? I'm trying to think of that. There's so many Millers.
There's a few Millers.
So how many did he have kids playing
yes.
as well?
So his son stayed and played. I took him to the hospital. My sister and my niece met me at the hospital. We tag teamed it. He got his. They had to put him under. He got his shoulder popped back into place. He was in a tremendous amount of pain. I'm good to never, ever, ever dislocate anything.
I'm good to never do anything athletic again. Like the most athletic thing I do is I play Xbox while on my my walking treadmill. That's I do that for a couple of games a day these days.
I'm proud of you.
Usually in my underwear in front of our giant picture window, which my wife doesn't like, but whatever. The neighbors love it.
I'm sure they
do. And you can't get hurt doing that. I hear about guys my age getting hurt doing athletic things. I'm like, that's why I don't do athletic things.
Here's the best part about the Turkey Bowl. Every year, there's always a team that brings their team.
Yeah.
They intentionally come to stack the team. We tried to do a draft, but for some reason, one of the guys on that team was able to draft his entire team because we were all drafting our friends.
Yeah.
You shouldn't draft your friends. You should draft the best players available. And so
But you need to have a combine or something to get the best players available.
That's a good idea. A 30-minute combine to that could be gold. So we had one team that was beyond stacked. They played in an adult flag football league here in the area, and their entire team showed up. Here's the best part. Sorry, Jimmy, I love you dearly. It was your team. They got beat before the championship game because we had a playoff system, obviously. And
so did you do round robin before the playoffs?
We did a round robin to seed everyone.
How many teams total did you have?
We had 6 teams.
Okay.
We did a round robin. We seeded everyone, and then we went into the elimination tournament bracket. And this team,
so the top 2 teams got a bye.
Yeah. On paper, this was the team. Like you're not touching them, and the team that beat them was kind of the dark horse. Ended up going all the way, winning it all very unexpectedly.
Any Millers on that team?
No, there were Millers on the team against that team that probably should have won that game and could not pull through in the championship game. It was a fantastic day. We had lots of fun, and only a few injuries to speak.
Yes, but one actual trip to the emergency room.
Yes, Bree. She had no idea that was my brother-in-law. All I kept imagining was being with the wife that gets the call, and they going, "You're in the hospital on Thanksgiving." Yep, that was my family. They were only an hour late to the Thanksgiving lunch, so really not.
I was going to say, I saw your pictures of the Thanksgiving family dinner, and I thought, it's kind of late. And then I was like, oh yeah.
Yep. It was supposed to be earlier, but I tried to murder my brother-in-law. That's not true. I took him to the hospital. I helped him. I love him with all my heart. It was a lot of fun.
So, Tim, we got into your Advent social.
We did.
What about Advent as, liturgical Advent?
We actually.
What Advent stuff did you do as a church in the service?
Pushed pause on Exodus, which is not something we do every year. We've done it a handful of times, but we pushed pause on our...
It's really hard to be in Exodus and be like, hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
It is.
Time for the 10 Commandments.
Because like our buddy Adam up north, they're in Exodus as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they'll be doing the final plague on Christmas Eve.
So they're having here's a Wednesday night Christmas Eve service, and
they're continuing the series.
Time for Passover?
That's the one.
I mean, I guess Jesus is the fulfillment of Passover.
It does work.
Instead of the firstborn son.
Hey, talk about doing something very, very different.
Yeah, that's a Christmas Eve service that we always talk about. How do you say the same? How do you,
I guess you could
say something
Exodus.
Unique about the same passage each and every year?
There you go. That's one way to do it. We pushed pause on Exodus. We are going through the traditional Advent Sundays using the church calendar to do so. So I kicked off things with hope.
Hope.
I was in Isaiah 64, a very hope-filled prayer, the first 9 verses.
Did you have someone light the Advent candle
So
or
we
turn on your remote
didn't
control Advent
do
candles?
That this year.
Okay.
The stage is crowded. There's not a lot of room. And having additional elements in the service has become very tricky with 3 services.
Yeah, you're
Because if you were
up
doing
against it time-wise.
if there was a family doing an Advent reading, you're doing that times 3. You're
Yeah.
asking the family to be there all day.
No, you could. So the church I was at previously,
A different family each service?
Yeah, different family each service. It's not long. I mean, the Advent.
Okay, you're right. That would require more coordination
Yes.
than we probably
and
were prepared
that
for
was
this year.
an issue that I had.
Moving forward, I'm not against that's actually a really good idea, but we'd have to have like a service
So ours
coordinator to pull that
is,
off.
So this is color coded because the Larsen family was reading, so we had one boy doing the
like
lighting,
that.
and so then
Can you send me your Advent readings? I think
sure,
we might.
blue in our family is Lewis, yellow is Landon, red is Liam, because
We're gonna
all the
bring
boys
that
have
back.
favorite colors.
We'll probably bring that back
And
next
so
year.
really, I put like 3 years of hey, here's what we've done for Advent readings in the past, put it into Chat GPT, and so this is
It's
a
so good,
Chat
though.
GPT'd Advent reading for the Sunday of Hope in Isaiah 9.
You know what we could do, and I thought about this a little bit too late. We did it during COVID. We had families submit their Advent reading via iPhone.
Yeah.
And it was super cute, super neat. He said, hey, can you record the reading in front of your Christmas tree at home?
And it's
And you can show that one at all 3 services.
and plus when you do it that way, you know how long it is.
Yeah.
So it's built in. There's no issues with getting the lighter lit kind of thing. We have a new electric lighter, which is great. It's like
That's
a little
nice.
it's a taser kind of
That's-
thing. Except Luke, who was lighting, still couldn't do it. And the reason that my family was lighting is that everyone's like, can we do it next week? No one wanted to go first. The families that we were asking, like, we don't know quite if we're going to be back in town from Thanksgiving yet. So by Friday night, it was, all right, Larsen boys, it's us. No, nobody.
I get it.
It's that first Sunday of Advent.
It's also kind of special to have your kids in service.
is.
I mean, they're the pastor's kids. They should get some sort of perk every now and then.
I know, but it's just them trying not to laugh as, they're doing everything.
Steph is commenting. We could do a pre-recorded video. It's like, yep, she's right. We were thinking the same thing. It happens a lot with my wife and I. We tend to think alike.
I always say that
We're often in sync at just the right moment.
the Holy Spirit's voice sounds a lot like Melissa Larsen's.
Things are always better when you're in sync at the right time. Am I right?
In sync. Love them. Dirty Pop.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Sick and tired of hearing all these people. Never mind. Not everybody knows that song.
So we kicked off Advent with Advent. We'll be doing that all the way through. My boy Frank's preaching next week.
But so there's no Advent wreath on
There's
stage.
no
or
Advent
visible.
wreath on stage, but if you happen to see the live stream, Christmas exploded on our stage.
I saw that.
You are literally preaching in a Christmas tree farm, which
It's-
I love. We heard again from several long-term members that said this is the best the Christmas decor has ever looked. I totally agree. It looks fantastic.
We got 2 new trees with because
Rick says, "Hey, can I get an autograph for my Advent Devo? Not you, Tim. I don't want to lower the value."
we got a big tree in the lobby area, or the front of our worship center, and then we got we have a smaller tree that we have up front. We have Chrismons, which was ornaments that tell the Christmas story that somebody handmade in our church years ago that are beautiful, and the tree that we have up front in our worship center. I don't know what happened, if there was a power surge or something. It's a brand new tree out of the box last Sunday for the first time.
I thought it looked good.
We can't get the lights to stop changing color. So it's supposed to have 12 settings. So
And
you
it's on the sound activated.
yes. And so we're like, what's going on? Like, I think it sounds so I think the remote to it is in the box, and so it's on the sound
Somewhere.
activated part.
Yes.
And so I made whenever I'm tired, I go off script more. I say off
I've
my
made
main
that
script.
mistake.
And I
I
said
have
something about
made that
our
mistake.
schizophrenic Christmas tree, and made everybody laugh. And I'm like, I really hope there's not an actual schizophrenic person, because that might be offensive. And
They
I
won't
don't
remember. It's fine.
Well, I don't think that's how schizophrenia works, but
Well, it depends on who they are in that moment.
that's very true. But so our Christmas tree is pulsating all service yesterday. And again, brand new Christmas tree, because we had trees that, you would wrap the lights around it. And so you had the brick that long of
Yep.
12 different strands of lights plugged in together. So we're like, let's not do that. So we got these beautiful Christmas trees, and one of them decided to not work as well as it should have
But
already.
the worship center at Safety Harbor Community Church looks beautiful.
Looks good. We've got a couple of little trees on stage that are in the shot.
Little tree, big heart.
Little tree, big heart. And then we've got the other tree, I guess you can see in the live stream if you watch the lighting of the Advent candles each and every week at about 11:05.
So you kick off the service with your call to worship?
Our call. So we usually do, welcome announcements, call to worship every week.
Yep.
And the call to worship during Advent season is the lighting of the Advent candle. So instead of me reading a random passage of scripture,
Makes sense.
Here's, the Larsen family will be calling us to worship. And now we have more kids than most families, so it's easy enough that the grown-ups don't have to do any of the reading with that. Instead, we have to keep Larsen boys from setting each other on fire.
The more I think about the pre-recorded readings, the more I'm regretting not doing it, because then you could use it on the socials too.
You can.
Like, that's a sweet little just show some love to a Lakeview family, Safety Harbor family. Why didn't we talk about this beforehand?
I'm sorry.
We have nothing going on. We could have talked about this.
We'll bring it up next year. And
we have a lot going on.
Remember the Advent candle. But again, you guys, and I think the pre-recorded thing makes sense. We still have our wreath that we made everybody during the COVID Christmas, and so it's on our dining room table, unlit with IKEA candles. But you got your Advent wreath has the electric candles. That might be part of the issue. Is lighting it in service is tough.
It was tough.
So
last year they were just lit.
Yeah.
We made sure that the right button on the remote was pushed. It wasn't a focal point in the service, so it didn't make a lot of sense.
You could still put it out somewhere and be like, "What are you talking about? That was here last week." No one will notice.
You're not wrong.
I think you put it out, and it makes the more liturgical leaning people feel like they get that little bit.
Steph, what do you think?
Of
Can we sneak it onto the stage without anybody noticing?
I don't know. On the stage, next to the stage, somewhere.
Well, we now have a flat front, so up and to the right or to the left, it's a flat front. So you can put it on the floor and just have it there. It's not bad.
I think your people would appreciate it.
I'm not against it. Bree says, need a remote. I believe we still have the remote. Hopefully. We were taping it to the candle holder last year to make sure we didn't lose said remote.
Makes sense.
All right, Andrew, we're going into the Christmas season right now. We are here. So do you have any big churchy events left, or is your calendar just booked with Christmas parties and hangouts?
We try not to do the big additional events.
Yeah.
So this coming Saturday, we also piggyback wherever we can with the city. So this coming Saturday is the Safety Harbor Christmas Parade. I think it's the Safety Harbor Holiday Parade. And so
Matt Hull says in our Advent notes for next year, make sure you use the title Little Tree, Big Heart.
There you go. Thank you, Matt.
And Bree, that's exactly what I was thinking. Turn off the ones that are supposed to be off.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So we will have families gather next Saturday morning to go to the Christmas parade together here in Safety Harbor.
I saw the signs for that. That looks fun.
And so
I like the idea of jumping on board with what your community's already doing.
We typically will do breakfast and stuff with that. So it might be easier this year where we'll just pick up a couple dozen donuts and not try to make pancakes and stuff, because that's real work. And we don't want to make things more stressful during this time.
Definitely not.
Also, the Sunday the 14th is our annual Festive Finery Sunday.
Ooh.
And we pair Festive Finery. It's not ugly Christmas sweaters.
It's beautiful Christmas sweaters.
It's Festive Finery. And we pair that with Cookie Decorating Sunday.
I like that.
And so we do that in the fellowship hall after service. So we try to build stuff in without getting people to come out and do more things than they're already doing during the busiest couple of weeks of the year.
Sure. I like it.
How about you guys? Any other big events?
We have my favorite event of the year coming up on Friday. Once a year, we host the staff elder Christmas party.
There you go.
And
we do our staff and elder Christmas party in January.
Yeah, which is fine. Really, it doesn't matter when you do it. It matters that you do it.
Yeah.
We have an absolute blast. If you've come to the Practically Pastoring Conference, you know the venue where this gets hosted now. It's at the Redken House.
It's a beautiful place.
It's a beautiful place. Sam's our lead elder. His wife loves to host, absolutely crushes it when she hosts. We'll do a white elephant gift exchange. We'll eat really well. They cater in the food for us, and we just have a really nice time together. It's a ton of fun. I love the note this year on the white elephant gift exchange. It was please bring something that you would actually want to take home. I guess in the past, some people thought it would be funny to bring a gag gift. Mm-hmm. And you can bring a gag gift, but it better be a good gag gift that you would actually want, because people were walking out with things that was obviously like that was just
Somebody
sitting,
brought something wonderful and lovely.
that was on your counter and you didn't like it anymore. So
Yeah.
you're giving, like that's not like we want it to be fun. So Steph and I we have attempted to up our game with the gift this year. We'll see if it works. I went ahead and purchased a video iPod, so we'll see who's getting the video iPod.
There you go.
Which would actually be awesome if you found that old video iPod and like deep cut to all the Office fans would be so much fun.
Pretty sure there's one in our worship center. We still use it on Sunday
Oh, I
mornings.
found one in my kitchen not long ago. I'm like, does this thing still work? It was like the 30-pin connector.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Classic. So that'll be on Friday. We have our home group opted not to do a traditional gathering this month. Instead, we're doing a dudes-only event and a
Nice.
ladies-only event. So we've got that happening. My wife hosts a ladies' event as well that is separate from that. She has a blast hosting that. We have a pretty packed calendar. I'm okay with it because it's December.
Yeah, it's a busy month.
I just got another invite to a Christmas party. Steph, I'll send you over the info. I don't know if we can make it work. We'll see.
Well, Timmy, it's
I know.
It's 11:50.
It's 11:50. You and I haven't lunched together in a while. We have so many Stranger Things theories to discuss. I didn't want to discuss on the air. I don't know who's finished, who hasn't. I also want to talk about the latest episode of Pluribus, but I don't even know if you.
I haven't watched that one.
All right, I won't go
That's
there
one that Melissa's watching every week. I just haven't started it yet. When I was
Noted.
there were multiple people on my flight to London. I could like look and see everybody on there.
Don't peek too much. You might see something you don't
Well,
need to see yet.
Yeah, there's a lot to discuss. Tim, I'm not only did I watch the new episodes, but Luke, because our rule is you can watch Stranger Things in middle school.
Yeah.
Pre-middle school, not yet. So he's 6th grade, and we invited him like in September. Hey, do you want to watch it? And he wasn't interested. And then his older brothers were very excited about the new season, so he decided maybe I do want to watch it. So we are midway through season 2 with him, trying to get him caught up
Let's go.
in time for Christmas.
Let's go.
But we're flying in to Arkansas Christmas night, so we'll be in the airport when the new episodes drop, and then I'm like, so what do we do? We get to Arkansas at like 10 p.m. So it's like, hey, we're really tired. Good night, everybody. So we lock ourselves away. I don't. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I feel bad in the Miller household because we have one younger who's not able to watch it yet. So she's like, "Oh, you guys are gonna do that thing where I get left out?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. What do you do?
It's what you do.
It's hard. I was the youngest of 5, so I get it. I was left out a few times, but
also
I
the
feel
youngest
for
will
her.
get to watch it way earlier than anybody else will.
Oh, for sure.
Also, hang on, this is important. I meant to put this in the show notes.
Continue.
Tim, what's your elf situation this year? How are you guys doing with that?
They arrived this morning.
Oh, see, ours arrive. We only have one.
They arrived. It's December 1st. Is when they're
Okay,
supposed to
our
arrive.
elf arrives the day after Thanksgiving, but different elves on different schedules. I get that. And how many elf enthusiasts are left at your house? Because we these days, and I don't know if Steph has this on loud enough for your kids to hear. So I don't want
No, we have
what the Larsen elf is doing to impact what your elves are doing.
No, it's okay. We have for sure one who was asking, "Are they okay? Are they going to come visit us again?"
Okay.
And then we have others who love to play the part and have an absolute blast with it. So it's still a fun family tradition that I think we'll just keep going even after the kids move out. Let's just keep it going. Why not?
See,
Of course, I say that knowing my wife's the one who does most of the work here.
our youngest has always been the most agnostic in his faith connected to the elf. And so now that he is the only believer left in the house, he's asking a lot of deep and important questions. So when I talk about how the youngest ones are going to get to watch the show is way younger than their older siblings got to, he's 3rd grade this year. Everybody else has been an
City Lights
elf
says,
apologist.
somehow my kids don't believe in Santa, but they believe in the elf. You can see him. He's right there.
I get it.
It's in your
makes,
house.
It makes sense. So we're trying to stretch it out as long as we can because
Stretch it out.
I just don't know that I'm willing to give up that part of parenthood. But
Andrew,
also we have older siblings that very much like to help.
so our elves are gift-giving elves.
Okay.
So randomly throughout the month, they will bring good gifts.
Okay.
Great gifts. This morning, they brought quite the gift. Each child got their own advent calendar this morning.
Ooh,
So they delivered 5 custom advent calendars,
nice.
custom to the likings of each individual Miller child.
Okay.
I have a certain 8th grade daughter who woke up and was literally shouting downstairs because of how excited she was. Even though it was a 12-day calendar, she did the math and realized I can open up one every other day. I don't have to wait 12 days. I'm like, that is correct.
What is the what kind of advent calendar is it?
It's a beauty advent calendar, so complete with skincare and makeup. Andrew, I have daughters.
I know.
Like
I have
a
kids.
lot of daughters.
I have boys that would use Dawn dish soap on their face if I gave them the opportunity. So yeah, that's.
We have lots to discuss at lunch.
My 15-year-old. So like we do our Amazon Christmas list to send to the grandparents and everything. My 15-year-old, like, dude, it's like nothing but Legos still.
I wish we actually do still have Legos.
Yes.
So I'm thrilled that that's still on our Christmas list. But my older ones, like, we're like, can you just make something? Like, we don't know what you, like, it's like clothes and shoes. It's the most boring. Even as like a 16-year-old Tim, I never put clothes on my list. It was
Like,
the latest video game console.
Mom and Dad can't let me walk around naked, so I know I'm gonna get clothes.
I'm gonna get that no matter what. But
Yeah.
what's the toy that I want this year? To this day, my wife knows I better open up something that I can play with.
You
Like,
want to
I want to tinker.
You get a toy every year.
I want to play. So I don't know. My older teens, they're just in that weird age of like, what do you actually like for Christmas now? I'm not clothes are.
They want to
boring.
sleep in probably too.
They've asked for cash. No, that's so lame. My
Kids,
my
man.
son wants Fliff Cash. Like, I'm not giving you Fliff Cash.
I don't even know what Fliff Cash is.
It's a sports betting app.
Well, we're gonna go have a parenting intervention at lunch, and
Oh, I'm so sorry. Stephanie says there were 6 calendars delivered. Busby the dog also got his own
Okay.
calendar, and you can imagine what that one is filled with.
sure it's filled with dog treats.
Doggy treats.
And
Buzz,
toys.
I'm thrilled you got your own calendar this year, buddy.
Way to go, Buzz.
Had to check out that little Christmas budget, babe.
It sounds like Tim needs to get some funerals lined up real quick. For the record, not like church people, the side gigs.
It's a separate
It's
thing.
a separate thing. Hey, we'll see you next week.
Will we?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why
Why would we
wouldn't we?
not be here? We'll see
Next
you
week is
same bat time,
the
same bat
7th?
place. Look at this setup. We're back in our old location.
For now. We'll
Forever.
see you about next week.
Forever.
We'll see you about next week.
We miss you already. See you
Bye,
soon.
y'all.
Bye.